Hey there guys, Jeremy here, Consciousness Awake. How's everyone doing? Sending you lots of positive energy. Thank you for visiting the channel. I appreciate all of you. In this video, I want to go over something that I had mentioned in the previous video, in the Spirit Guides video. There was a part of that video where I talked about a better way to sleep, different kind of bed, different kind of sleep schedule, etc. So I want to devote a video right now to what I believe is the way. Not everyone should sleep because not everyone's on. I mean, this doesn't apply to everybody because not everybody is on like a spiritual journey or spiritual pathway or exploring consciousness and that kind of stuff. There's a lot of people that don't even realize that their consciousness was inside this this physical body. I saw this TikTok video the other day, and this guy was like, when you just sit there and it's just quiet and you start talking to yourself, but talking to yourself within your own mind, right? Not verbally. And then you're sitting there and you're literally talking to yourself in your own mind, but you can hear the words, right? And it's like, someone's not talking to you through your physical ear, and you're hearing it. You're hearing yourself talking to yourself. So, what is that, right? Yeah, to me, like that's just like an example of how consciousness is just this other layer. It's this other layer that's within the physical form, and it has its own mind, its own memory, everything. And so that's that. So, anyways, let me not digress. Sorry, guys. And no, I'm not on TikTok, not yet. I was just looking at TikTok on somebody else's phone. Let's talk about changing the way you sleep, and how that can improve your chances tremendously, magnify your opportunities for lucid dreaming, out-of-body experiences, vivid dreaming, better communication with spirit guides or beings, and also receiving more downloads, etc. How to become more consciously aware, throughout these experiences, so that you can remember all of it more and get more out of it, and explore it, right? What I recommend is taking the wake back to bed method, wake back, W.B.T.B, abbreviated form, but the wake back to bed method has been talked about and used for many years. There's plenty of information on YouTube and from different authors and all kinds of stuff. So wake back to bed, I think most of you understand what that is. You go to sleep a certain time, you set your alarm for a little earlier than when you'd usually wake up, and you get up and then go back to bed, right? And so that's the wake back to bed method. But what I did was, as a creator being, as consciousness, a creator being, understanding my power, just like you are understanding your power within your own consciousness. Sometimes, making your own magic, making your own rituals can be very powerful and empowering. You can put certain energy into them and get something back from them. And not to say that other consciousness, other people, whatnot, who have certain rituals or certain magic they use and stuff that can be very successful. People can copy other people's stuff. I mean, that works too sometimes. But making your own magic can be pretty powerful, especially if you believe in yourself, right? And then it's like one of those things where you apply it practically enough times, and you're seeing what you put in, what you get back, the results. So it takes some time to assess all of it, but it's about the mental state is what I'm saying. And so what I did was I took the wake back to bed method and applied my own magic, my own ritual to it. And so what I would do when I do it, when I have done it, when I will do it, again, this is not really something where, a certain sleep schedule, whatnot. It's kind of hard to do that consistently every single day. But if you do it enough, and if you get enough opportunities to do it, I think you will really see how your OBEs, lucid dreaming, vivid dreaming, all those things will be increased dramatically. So what I would do is I would eat like my last meal like around 7 o'clock, and I'd wait 4 hours before going to bed. And then I would go to bed about 11 o'clock at night, and then usually around 11:11 is when I would fall asleep. And my alarm would be set. My alarm would be set ahead of time for 4 a.m. So I would get up at 4, and I'd wake myself up. I'd go down around the house, use the bathroom, read something, pay some bills, use a calculator, watch a video, read something that's maybe very productive, or something that would something that I'm maybe going to do that day, right? But then I'm like checking something off of the list for the next day. So I'm just being like super, super productive during that time. And I'd stay up for 44 minutes. See, this is my ritual. Copy it or do something similar or whatever, right? As far as the times go, I think the times obviously will fluctuate person to person. This is what worked for me. So for 44 minutes, I would stay up. Sorry, I got to sneeze. So I would stay up for 44 minutes, and I would go back to bed at 4:44 in the morning. I found that a lot of my sleep paralysis, OBEs, lucid dream, all that stuff, a lot of it, a big majority of it, a big chunk of it was happening all around that time for me, around 5 a.m., 4:45, 4:44, 4:30, lots of activity during that part of the day. There's something about that part of the day, and we can discuss that too in some other videos. That's a whole other video to itself. So at 4:44, I would go back to bed, but not to my bed though. Okay, so I wasn't able to do this every time, depending on a lot of different variables. But what I recommend is you have another bed, a bed 2.0, that's in a different room. Well, it could be in your bedroom too, but whatever. It's just a different area, different space that's dedicated ritualistically to you going to meditate at that certain part of your day, right? And this bed 2.0, what I highly recommend is you have it at a 30-degree recline. Okay, so your head's on top, your feet are at the bottom, and as you're going into meditation, you're doing your breathing exercises, you're getting into deep body relaxation, you're getting into the first phase of sleep paralysis on the physical body, entering into the vibrational state and feeling vibrations kicking on, etc., etc. What I found was when I'm in the recline like that, it's a lot easier to pop out of body. So what I mean is, like, sometimes, when you're just flat on a bed, you're laying flat, and you have that out of body where you sit up in your energy body, but you're kind of stuck. Well, what I found was that when I'm in that recline, okay, when I would sit up, because of the angle change, it was a lot easier to break free or move away from the physical body. And I also noticed that if I'd sit up and then go to the left or to the right, like to roll out, it was easier. But the most important note that I made to myself was that in the sitting up OB exit technique, I can just move forward, like move directly out from like my heart chakra area, for example, and just move out from there and then pop out very easily out in front of your physical body. So I definitely recommend, implementing the wake back to bed method, which a lot of people have found success with, which I found success with as a teenager before I ever even heard of this method. Because right when I heard of the method, it made perfect sense to me, because you're going to meditate that certain part of the day. And again, 90% of my experiences, OBE, lucid dreaming, etc., were all in that little part of the day. And so it works great. But when you have a different bed to go back to, and you have a recline, you're going to notice a huge difference in your experiences and to what levels you're getting to with your exit techniques and all kinds of stuff. So I just want to do this video talking about all of this, and how the other point here too to make is, be ritualistic about this stuff. Kind of take what works from other things, but kind of apply your own energy to it and your own overall structure. Make a ritual out of it and make some of your own magic. Excuse me. Make some of your own magic. Incorporate your own magic into this as you being your own consciousness and creator being. And sometimes it can really magnify all of this stuff. Definitely when you focus on it and put a certain type of energy into it. All right, guys. You guys have a wonderful day. I'm sending so much love frequency and positive vibrations to all of you. Again, I appreciate all of you. Please, subscribe if you haven't already, and hit the like button if this was if you liked the video. All right. Talk to you later. Bye.